drip, drip. Red sparks in the wires, voices in the static, ghosts in the fire. Blood in the machine, can you hear it scream? Metal with a heartbeat, caught inside a dream. Circuits cut veins, code runs cold. Digital demons in the system I hold. Satellite shadows, orbit of despair. Try to patch the signal, but the virus is there. Overload in the lines, I see dead data come alive every time. Skyscraper graves, neon tombs in the street. Every heartbeat echoes with the pulse of defeat. Plug me in, tear me out, where's the line I cross? Every win feels like blood, every game feels like loss. I'm trapped in the network, bound by the stream. Am I man or machine or a ghost in between? Blood in the machine. Hear it bleed, hear it scream, running red, ready through the wires. Feeling circles with fire. Blood in the machine. Where the shadows come in, I'm alive, but I'm trapped in the cold inside. Yeah, angels fall, but they land in code. Demons crawl through the mother lode. Astral service, haunted screens. Hey, prophets, twisting dreams. I see a ghost with electric eyes, feeding on my fears, whispering lies. Data drain things on the motherboard bite. Pull me in the darkness, delete all the light. Blood on the circuit. Time never perfect. Holograms burn when the signal fails. Monsters in the cold, leaving crimson trails. Try to escape, but I'm locked in deep. Even silence here can't put me to sleep. Blood in the machine. Blood in the machine. Echo scream, reality seem. Crimson tide in a digital stream. Living proof of a broken dream. Blood in the machine. Voices rise, a synthetic hymn. If I die in the wires, let the cosmos sing. Blood in the machine. Let it begin.
You drew the lines, said it was fate. Thought we were strong, but now it's too late. What once was light has turned into shade. Now I'm just lost in the mess you made. At first you swore I was the one, but you've been playing both sides just for fun. You say you're torn, but won't let go. Now I know, now I know. I'm not your fool, don't pull me in again. I'm not your shield when you dance between two men. I won't stay in your circus show. I've got my pride, now I know. I won't be your fool no more. I'm walking out that door. I'm not your fool. I'm not your. I'm not your fool. I'm not your. It started clean, a perfect flame, but now it's just a Too much shine can drown the soul. What feels like light can take its toll. Built so high we start to fall. Heaven breaks us all. Dreams wrapped in paper green. We traded truth for pretty things. No love in the balance beam. Only silence when the sirens sing. So still. Too much gold, and you're sinking slow. Heaven's soul, left you nothing whole. Lost your soul, way down low. Falls right close, still you chase the lie. You know it feels like heaven, but it buries you low. Let me tell you how it goes. We're chasing ghosts inside of notes. Dollar signs in every glance, but no one's holding out a hand. No warmth, no friends, just transactions, no ends. Like it's a crown, but the more you rise, the more you drown. Build that castle, shut the gate. No one hears you when it breaks. No echo now. No echo now. Too much gold, and you're fading slow. Watch it go, false control. Heaven, but it chills the bone. Let me tell you what it's all about. Too much gold, and the light goes out. Too much gold, and the light goes out.
All right. Let's go and cut that off right there. Some stuff set up here. Right. So here we are. Terraria Expert Hardcore number 5. Let's get this rolling. So, from the last episode to this one, I did finish making a little arena for the Queen Bee. It should be more than enough. If it isn't, I'll teleport the hell out of there and my tail between my legs and come back later. So, alright, so that's where we're starting off, is Queen Bee fight. So I just need to get all my potions that I'll need. Have a regen. Let's bring that one. Let's save that one. See any regeneration, so let's make a couple of those. So today I think we'll take on Queen Bee and also Skeletron, and we'll definitely hit up the dungeon. But boss, heart, buffs, plenty of ammo. Good. Let's get this episode started grand. Hopefully we don't die and end up playing PUBG or something the rest of the day, or trading card shop simulator. Alright, so this is actually, I think this is the biggest jungle I've ever seen on one of my playthroughs. It is insanely big. Stretches all the way here. Like, that's crazy. Whoa. For those of you watching, me and my brother did a kind of a podcast yesterday, a light podcast. Just talked about Borderlands 4 and yeah, this is the one. And some other gaming topics. So definitely head over there and check that out. Could use the support. So we enjoy doing it, so it'd be nice if other people got into it as well. Alright, here we are. So let's set up our little heart lantern, set up our statue of Boston, dig our way into the little bee chamber. I don't expect to have too much trouble. Expert Queen Bee is not that bad. Master mode is something different, that's for sure. This one shouldn't be too bad. Alright, one thing I don't want to do is get trapped in here, so... Well, great. Now I'm slow. Okay, not a good start. Not a good start. But we're fine. Not very accurate this morning. Yeah, she can barely do damage to me. I got 44 armor. Watch this. Get the recoil shots. Bam! Not hitting her at all. To make sure I don't hit my magic mirror, that would be awful. In fact, I'm just gonna throw it in there. That's what I should do for a lot of... Well, that's kind of dumb too, because if I need to use it to get the hell out quick, it'll be a lot harder, but I don't want to accidentally recall. There we go. Now we're getting some good shots on her. It's much easier when you get chlorophyte bullets and all your bullets home in on them. That means you can just focus on dodging. So in terms of this fight, In expert mode, I don't need a big arena. In master mode, I would have had a bigger arena. I would have already also had a little honey pit to get like the honey buff. But there's no chance of me needing such a thing in this one. Damn, I'm getting hit a lot though. I haven't fought Queen Bee in a while. I was trying to see if I could melee during this, but I don't like taking the damage. Alright. Come here, you. Awesome. Not too bad. Not too bad. Do want to collect some, I wonder how low I am. Yeah, I'm going to stay here and get some, crisp. Come on, get out of here. I'm going to get some crisp, honey blocks. So I just need to dig this down to lava real quick. I want to waste this on water, but I do see... Yeah, screw it. It's fine. Yeah, it's too much. I don't want to waste all that. I need crisp, so... My goal with, Damn, lots of water. My goal with Wall of Flesh is to throw a ton of bee nades. Bee nades wreck Wall of Flesh's little tendrils. So, I'd like to do that. So I'll fight Queen Bee a couple more times, most likely. I need to remember to go and, actually, I'm just gonna do it right now. Damn it. I forget. I want my boss statue. I only got the one. It can't be made, you have to find them. Hopefully run into some lava soon enough. Nope. We run into a bunch of water. Nothing that can be done about that. Yeah, there we go. Another boss down. And next up will be the Skeletron, which I would say I'm very good at the Skeletron fight. Not that it's too difficult by any means, but I'd say I'm proficient at it. Might get hit a couple times, but maybe not. Some lava, so we're getting close. But yeah, so I want crisp honey, which will... I'm pretty sure that's a part of what you need to build the thing that summons the queen bee. I want to collect this heart container. See if we can find a little bit more lava than that. It's not going to matter. I never used glow sticks and honey. It does work pretty well, actually. Come on, lava. go. Ah, Shield of Cthulhu. I love it, but get you sometimes. Get you in trouble. Right there. Oh no, it's draining out the back. There we go. Some crisp on a block. Oh, cool. It's destroying the minecarts. That's neat. Very interesting. I wonder if I can step on here. Yes, I can. Actually, before I do anything too crazy, I need to put that back on here. Oh! The Shield of Cthulhu almost got me in a lot of trouble there. Yeah, that should be enough for now. If I need more, I'll go get more. I think we're good. Actually, probably could have used a lot more hive, though. We'll go back and get some later. Alright. Queen bee down. Saw away. Oh no, I forgot to use my buffs. Damn, even without my buffs, I tore her apart. Keeper. These are what we need. We need lots of bee nades. That's what's gonna make Wall of Flesh very, very easy. I don't know if we're gonna be doing anything with that, but we'll keep it. Can't believe I didn't use my potions. It's careless, actually. But we'll farm Queen Bee later. What time is it? 2:36. So I'm not going to be fighting Skeletron tonight, because by the time I get over there and build an arena, it'll be too late. So actually, what I want to do is I wanted to see exactly what it takes to make the spawner for her. Oh, damn, I didn't know you could actually make bee grenades. Huh, learn something new every playthrough, huh? That's what these are going towards. Nice. I mean, I'm gonna need more, but still, that's really nice to have. I think it's this I need. Alright, guide. Tell me what I need, my friend. Alright. Oh, so you don't need Chris. You need honey block, stinger, bottled. Okay. Stingers. 5 bottled and this one. And then I think you got to go to... Nope, you could do it here. We'll just fight her 3 more times. Not right now, but later on. Sweet. Alright, we don't need the ball of hurt anymore. We're not going to need that. Clean up some of this mess. That needs to go in a different chest. You know what we could do is, because we need to make money, summon a blood moon. Then, come down here, pop a battle potion. Also, this allows us to harvest our little deathweed. And that staff of regrowth is just incredible. Oh, come on, I saw more were bloomed just a second ago. Yeah, we'll do this, and then in the morning we'll go bug the goblin, let him steal some of my money, and then we'll build the arena for Skeletron, and we'll fight him. And after that, we'll explore the dungeon, make the Night's Edge, but then we start prepping for hard mode. Building our platform down below, but start getting a better arena. Good thing about blood moons is they typically drop the bloody tears, so you can do another one. And you do make quite a bit of money from them. So I admit it's not the most exciting thing to just watch me do a blood moon and drink coffee, huh? How about this? While we're doing blood moon, one thing I didn't do this morning, give me a second, is I didn't look at any current events. I always like to look at all the news and going-ons. So let me just pull that up real quick while this runs. To click on and off. We'll start reading through some of this stuff. Ooh, 10 most legendary final boss fights in RPGs. Alright, let's try that one. Alright, so they're not numbered, but we'll just start at the top. At number 10, we got Baldur's Gate 3, Netherbrain. I don't know, man. There's a lot of RPGs. I can't say Baldur's Gate 3 had any legendary, anything I would call legendary or epic. Like, they were fine, but not ones to go down in the history books. Let's see here. Rodon ties Elden Ring's DLC with the base game. I would agree that the Rodon fight is very epic. I've seen that fight. It's really cool, actually. I would say a lot of Elden Ring fights kind of rise to that level of epic. Persona 5's Yaldabaoth. It's a tough boss fight. Yeah, I would say it was... I don't know. Again, I can think of several other bosses I would say are more epic, but it was still like the scale of it was pretty damn cool, and it was hard. It was a hard fight. Melbu Aframa is a great final boss in The Legend of Dragoon. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with anything from... I like Legend of Dragoon, but it's a classic, but I don't know if any bosses were really Sansa from Xenoblade Chronicles. Never did it. Final Fantasy XIV's End Singer promotes a memorable multiplayer boss fight. Again, I never played that one. I will say, World of Warcraft, like, you could make an entire list of, like, the most epic, bosses in that game. I kind of wonder if anybody's done it. If not, maybe that's something I should do. Warcraft had insane amounts of really, really neat boss fights. Oh, good. The water leaf is going. Take a moment to harvest that. But I can't really. Let me think. What's like the most epic boss fight in World of Warcraft? I mean, I would say the Wrathlich King fight. Maybe it's not the most epic fight in terms of mechanics, but man, it was a great fight after a great dungeon, after a great expansion pack. It really tied it all in together. It really did. Sorrow from Dragon Quest IV, never did it. Bloodborne's Orphan of Kos, never did that one. Facing Sephiroth in Final Fantasy VII, definitely. That was an amazing fight. It really was. Kind of weird, but definitely amazing. Ooh, beating Lavos in Chrono Trigger. I would absolutely agree with that one. That was incredible. You go the whole game. And if you haven't played it, go to hell. I'm going to spoil it. But you play the whole game, and you think Lavos, like the big shell of a monster, is the end all be all. Only to realize, like, once you beat it, like the face of this creature. I'm going to pull it over, actually. You fight it, and like the face of the creature breaks away, and it ends up being like a tunnel. And on the inside, you end up fighting this other creature, and it's like the heart of this thing. And then after that, it's still not over. There's like this the true essence of Lavos and what it is. And it's like the culmination of, like, I think maybe Robo or someone says something about like its DNA. It's like mixture of DNA from just everything. Like, this is a creature that's just been created while here. Not much story though in the background of Lavos, which I always found very annoying. I ended up making a D&D game campaign based off of Chrono Trigger. And the whole purpose of it was to really explore what Lavos was and what his story was. And I had my own kind of alternate ending, essentially, after you beat Lavos. It's kind of the spoiler is that Lavos, while yes, he destroys the entire world, more or less, was actually doing a good thing. So, but the D&D campaign, a good chunk of it was played kind of through the Chrono Trigger storyline. But then once you beat Lavos, which only takes like 8 to 10 sessions or so, that's when the real game started. Can you just sell me your crystal? Jerk. Alright, buddy. This guy is a real asshole. Just saying. I've spent probably 150 gold of that jerk, and he has yet to give me what I want. Alright, let's go and set up... Oh, no, I gotta go back. I gotta grab my statue of boss and a heart statue. Forgot about that. Alright, Skeletron. Yeah, again, Skeletron never gives me much trouble. Oh my god, I'm already out of meteor shots, almost. Queen Bee was quite the long fight. But I have enough musket balls to deal with, Skeletron. Yeah, Skeletron even, especially in normal, he's crazy easy, but in expert it's still not that bad. You know, destroy his hands, focus on his head. He'll do his little spinny attack, which is easy enough to dodge, especially if you have Hermes boots and your rocket boots and all that. And then once he finishes spinning, he immediately starts spitting out skulls at you. And all you got to do is just kind of do big circles around him, and they won't touch you. It's really easy. Oh, sorry. Hey, Don. Good morning. Hello. Not look over. You missed, I think you missed the Queen Bee fight. I did it right when I started there. So it went, took a while for some damn reason. But, super easy. Never lost more than a couple hearts, and I was getting hit a lot. I was being very careless. But, because I'm such a freaking tank, wall of... Oh, hell. Yeah, nice. Alright, so, and that's in expert mode, correct? Or is you still in normal? So my advice for anybody with Wall of Flesh, once you beat Wall of Flesh, you're going to get something called the Pone Hammer. You're going to take this hammer, nice. You're going to take this hammer, and you're going to go to the Corruption biome, into the tunnels, and there's the Demon Altars. You're going to use that Pone Hammer to break all of the, not all of them, leave like one, because you'll need it for crafting. But you'll break most of the Demon Altars with the Pone Hammer. Once you do that, it blesses your world with different levels of new ore. Could be cobalt, orichalcum, titanium, a couple different versions of those. And so break as many as you can, leaving at least one convenient one to use at a later date. But then you can go and mine those items. Now, here's my advice for that. So you like you'll start off by getting like cobalt, let's say. Mine enough cobalt to make yourself the pickaxe that you need. Use that pickaxe to mine just enough orichalcum or whatever the second one is. Just enough to make not only the pickaxe, but you need enough so that you can make the new anvil. I think that's the second level, yes. After that, and don't worry about the armor. Like, the armor, screw the armor. After that, go on a hunt for the last level, the titanium or whatever it is. Adamantium or titanium. And that's the one you're going to want to get, Berserker Love Mechanical Boss. You got this, man. Have fun on the mechanic. As this is your first time fighting mechanical bosses on expert. They are challenging. So, but once you have enough titanium or adamantium, you need to take your Hell Forge and make that into the titanium forge. But that's when you can make the titanium armor. Don't waste your time mining the other two to make the armor. It's not worth it. They're upgrades, but like, don't waste your time. Just go straight for the titanium. Now, if you're playing Calamity, they actually gatekeep the other levels of ore behind other bosses. So you cannot just go right to titanium, which I prefer. I like that they do that. So first time. So yeah, enjoy the mechanical bot. They are hard. I would suggest starting with Skeletron. I find him to be the easiest of the mechanical bosses. But none of them are really easy, especially if it's your first time. But Skeletron ranged or magic is definitely the way to go. My advice for the mechanical worm is get the Daedalus Stormbow with like Jester arrows, it really does make short work of him. Twins, again, ranged, but just move. You gotta move fast. Big circles. And Mechanical Eye, fight one of them at a time. Only DPS, because halfway through they transform. And both of them transformed, that sucks. Alright, we gotta put this down. Ooh, I should have brought 2 heart lanterns. That's kind of irresponsible. But we got these. Mechanic Worm is the real challenge. He's difficult, yeah, he is. But if you have the Daedalus Stormbone with a lot of Jester arrows, which are just wooden arrows and stars, he's not that bad, to be honest. Just deal with his little minions that he spawns, and overall, he goes down pretty decently. I think this is enough. Let me run it. Oh yeah. This is more than enough to deal with his little spinning head. So, alright, we're good. I'll build up this platform just in case. Again, Skeletron I think is super easy. Even an expert. He won't give me any trouble. Especially I'll have, with all my potions, let's see here, I'll have 52 armor, plus 10% reduction, plus 17, plus so 27%, almost 30% damage reduction. Yeah, this guy ain't touching me. Alright, well, I got a little bit of time before he can be activated, so let's go waste some time chopping down trees. Yeah. But yeah, have fun with the mechanical bosses. Like, first time, they're hard. But if you get like titanium armor and you make a proper arena with like a statue of Bost and the heart lanterns and campfires, you should be fine. Daedalus Stormbow, titanium repeater, stuff like this. He'll go down. Can I break this yet? Can. Let's get some sand. Because we need sand for our potion making anyways, so. Now, if you've never fought Duke Fishron in Expert, that's the guy I just cannot... Oh, he gives me so much trouble. Skeletron, I need to keep the nurse near me. The only boss I'm going to do that for is probably Moonlord. I'll make a separate house and set my home to it with the nurse so I can teleport to her and heal. That's the only boss I'll use that. Well, no, I'll probably set that up during the mechanical bosses, like before I get into hard mode, just in case. It's a little cheap, but it's better than losing. But yeah, for those watching, I kind of want to drop this again. Couple things. So this is expert hard mode. If I die, my character gets deleted. But beyond that, my brother and I started doing like a little kind of light podcast. Yesterday we uploaded one talking about Borderlands 4 and some other topics. We did like what our top 3 overrated games were. Top games we think would make a good movie or TV series, stuff like that. So definitely go check that out. We'd appreciate it. Something we want to do on the regular. Other than that, in the description, I just uploaded a Kickstarter for a card game that I developed and developing. Definitely check that out. And if you do want to, back it or whatever, you enjoy it, definitely share that for me. So that is it for now. I never fought Duke Fishron before, not even in Classic. Oh god. He has some really good items. He has, at the time, like the best wings you can have. He has an amazing summon, amazing magical weapons. Like, he's worth it at the time. There's some people who are really good at fighting him. They'll actually fight Duke Fishron before the mechanical bosses. Because the items you get from Duke Fishron, I mean, you easily beat the mechanical bosses and Plantera and Golem It's not even a. It makes the rest of the game so easy. You can use his Duke Fishron's equipment. I mean, even on Moonlord, they're so good. So, all right, it's getting late. It's almost time for Skeletron. But I suck at Duke Fishron, so I will not even be coming close to risking a battle with him this playthrough. Maybe after I'm at the end of the game and I have all the stuff, I'll go back and just clear the bosses like Empress of Light and Fishron and Deerclops, something like that. But until that point, no, not a chance. Alright. Alright, about to fight Skeletron. I was just farming up some sand in the meantime. I don't expect him to be a problem at all. Not in the slightest. Almost that time. Let's clear up the inventory just a little. That out of there. I'm gonna delete these two. I don't want to accidentally use a mushroom to heal instead of my potion. I don't know if it would, but I don't want to risk it. There it is. Okay. So, popping potions. Let's move this down here so we don't accidentally go. And curse. Jerk. Oh no, my nose itches. Gotta itch the nose. Damn, I keep running into his hands. Just about out of meteorite shot, which is fine. I mean, it bounces, but... and I think it pierces where I don't think musket balls do. No, they don't. That's fine. These do more damage anyways, I believe. That's probably why Queen Bee took so damn long, is I think the meteorite bullets do less damage. Maybe they don't, maybe they do, I don't know. Come on, Skeletron, get down here, buddy. Just about to pop one hand. Okay, there's one. And there's two. And now he'll start shooting skulls. And it's really easy, just big circles around him. Not even big circles. And then you'll start dashing. It's the easiest thing in the world. The only thing is, right when he stops, he's going to shoot a skull right at you, so you need to, like, time it and move. Other than that, super, super easy. Easiest boss in the damn game. Don't let him touch you, though. When he's spinning, it hurts if he gets a hold of you. I'll be honest. But typically I do beat him in this form without taking damage. It's just... sometimes I mess up, but for the most part it's too simple. Even in Master Mode, he's not that hard. I almost let him get me there. Random channel? Hello. Interesting name. And oh no! I let him touch me. I misjudged it. And I'll be honest, the number one item you should always have on you, and maybe until you get Master Ninja Gear or whatever, is Shield of Cthulhu. That little double dash will save your life so much. Easy. Freaking easy. Alright, let's not forget our Heart Lantern and our Statue of Bast. And now we can safely explore the dungeon. So the weapon we want in here is, well, there's two. We want the Mass Immune, or whatever they call it. And we want the Water Candle, which is an item that a lot of people do not know about. And the way you find it is looking at the books on the shelf. And I will point it out once we find it. For me, I only use melee weapons. That's why it's a bit hard. Yeah, melee against a lot of... Gotta be careful. Should probably bring a Danger Sea potion. And also collect water candles. But yeah, melee is really hard until hard mode. In hard mode, all your melee weapons start doing, like, ranged attacks. And melee becomes super easy. Alright, we're looking at bookshelves right now, so we're taking our time. So you used to be able to actually sometimes get it before coming down the slope, but they did change it to make it so the water bolt does not spawn until further in. I can't get them. These spikes can actually be really bad. Just gotta... Ooh, shouldn't have spawned there, buddy. But yeah, collect water candles. They increase enemy spawn rate, which is really good later on when you have to farm stuff like the Rotted Discord, let's say. I need to clean out my inventory. Way too much crap in here. For me, Golem is super easy. If you have the right stuff, Golem's... I've never found him all that difficult. But yeah, with melee, you could really wreck him. Oh, you trying to be sneaky and jump on me, friend. But yes, the reason we want Water Bolt is that'll be our primary weapon when we fight, or at least one of our weapons when we fight Wall of Flesh. It'll be Bee-Nades and Water Candle with a mixture of Mini Shark or something. Alright, cool. So that's the end of that route. Golem is only hard if you get really unlucky and you end up getting a small arena to fight him in. That's the only time I've ever struggled with him. Huh. Did I miss something here? Was I supposed to go down that way? I've never seen a pit lead into another route. Oh? The hell? Alright, well... That's a sneaky little spot. See, this is where a Danger Sea potion is really useful. It shows the destructible blocks. Alright, back to looking here. Other than that, we're also looking for our alchemy table and the bewitching table. Even though I'm not a summoner, I won't say no to extra damage. Right here. I've never struggled against Golem because I build a high arena. Well, the thing is you can't. Where he spawns, like, you can't build sometimes. Like if you get a really small starting area, there's really nothing you can do. It's just small. Once you beat him, you can and get the pickaxe, you can break the spawner and move it somewhere else. But if you get a small arena with him, you're stuck with it. Yeesh. Get him, my imp. But typically I do get a decent arena. I think it's pretty rare to get a bad one. But it's happened. Come on, Waterbolt. Where you at, buddy? Probably. I mean, I guess I've played so many times, I'm guaranteed to get all the different types of arenas. You know what really worries me is I don't know what that pressure plate was wired up to. Let me peek to make sure. Ah, there we go. So here's a water bolt. It's a blue book with a little golden thing, and then also you can see how my cursor changes when I go over it. So that's the water bolt. And what it does is it bounces like this, which makes Wall of Flesh really easy. Nimble, because it you can build a ceiling and build a flat ceiling and a flat base level, and then it's really simple to I don't have a key, but it's really simple to just aim upward and it'll go up and down, hitting his tendrils and his face over and over again. It's really good, actually. Wow, kind of... Hey, got a shadow key at least. Ooh. Cobalt shield. 2 defense, huh? Well, I need a golden key. And what I'm gonna do, too, is set this down. Or no, we already did, so now we can... Look at that. Now we got 2 of them! Let me get rid of a couple things here. Do not need. Not getting very lucky with gold keys here. So there's certain enemies, you'll find this dungeon slime down here. Guarantees, it always drops a key whenever you kill it. Any regular wooden chests always drop a gold key as well. Ah, so there's the slime I was just talking about. You can see the key inside its body. They always drop a gold key. What does the heart statue do? You said it's pretty useful. So, once you defeat your first mechanical boss, you're gonna get the, what's her name? I don't know, she's the, damn, I always forget her name. She's the one she sells mechanical stuff. She'll sell switches and wires and wrenches. So what you do is you hook up, you buy a switch, like the pull lever. You buy the wrench and then some wire. And then if she sells it, great. If not, you can make it, which is the 1/4 second timer. And what you do is you place down the lever, the turning on switch, the off on switch. You place the 4th timer down, and then you put the heart statue down. And then using the wrench with your wire, you make sure they're all running in that, you wire them all up. You run a wire through them all. Once you pull the lever, the heart statue will start pumping out hearts. Now, this works with a lot of different things. You can do it with the star statue, I believe it is, and it produces mana. You can, like, any creature statue, like the shark statue, that one you have to submerge in water, but it'll spawn sharks. Or zombie statues, you can wire them up to have them, and turn them on to have them spawn things. So, but I like to have at least, there's a limit to how many heart statues and you can run at a time. But I know you can at least run 2. So I always like to have 2 heart statues going. It's just a nice way of having that little extra chunk of health, whenever you get hit, you can go back and like this crab statue. So if I wanted to hook that up, I'd have like let me clear this out. So I would have a lever here. I'd have this little the 4th timer, 2nd timer, and then I would take the wrench and wire them all together. And then when I flip the wrench, this crabs would start popping out of that thing. It's an easy way of getting like unlimited gel. Hook up your slime statues to it. So this lady, not after the mechanical boss. So here, so watch. I'll do it right now. How lucky. And the son of a bitch. Stop. And we'll do the 4th second. Okay. Make sure she doesn't have her fishing pole right now. Alright, here we go. I'll show you right now while we're in the dungeon. So, we take this thing, we put down the timer, and then we take our wrench, and we wire this all up. And then as soon as we hit the lever, now it'll start popping crabs out. So, there you go. But yeah, do that with a heart statue, and when you're fighting a boss, all of a sudden you need some health, you just find where you put your heart statues, and there should be a nice little pile of hearts, and gain, a couple hundred back. Still have not gotten what I need, by the way, so I don't know what just happened with that thing. Oh, I destroyed it, Valerie. We'll buy these later if we need them. And alright, off to find more gold chests, because we need the Masamune. So a little fun, little history lesson. Little history lesson of Terraria. The most broken weapon in the entire game. It makes Zenith look like a joke. And nobody really knows about this weapon. So there's special chests in the dungeon that you can only get keys for, biome keys, to unlock. So there's like the hollow chest, the ice chest, and blah blah blah. We of course all know about these, but out of the red one, whatever the crimson chest or whatever it is, there is the vampire knives, and now they're not very good. But back in the day, those things were so ridiculously broken, you basically didn't die. You could gain so much health back that you were immortal. You could just sit there. I would just grapple onto my platform and just let the boss hit me. I would be able to gain all my health back in an instant. So that was one of the biggest nerfs I think they ever did, was the vampire knives. And now they're basically worthless. Now, so I was literally just about to talk about this. So not every statue is useful. Another water candle here. But they don't drop money. Ooh, another water candle. They don't drop money. Now, some of them will drop items, and you can sell items from it, which, yes, you can use to make money. My personal favorite, I like using, like, the shark statue. I like, say, here's one of the special chests, by the way. I like using the heart statue, or the shark statue, because it drops, like, diving helmets and shark fins, and a couple other things. But it doesn't drop money. They foresaw that. But you do get items that you absolutely can sell. There it is. Oops. Seems my inventory's full. Don't need that. I have a rule in my games. If there's a chest, you have to break it. Where's my mirror? If you loot a chest, break it. Don't waste my time going to find this damn thing. Alright, statue of boss. Go back to your place. Water candles. Alright, let's do some stuff here. Let's put our... We'll keep that. Keep you. Put you in there. Yeah, we'll keep you. Why not? Never know. Don't need it. Don't. Definitely need it. Maybe. Definitely. No. Okay. Let's do some selling here. Don't need it. Nimble. Sell that one. Zealous. Critical strike chance or speed. I'm not usually break. Yeah, always break the chest. I rage on people in my games that don't. That's an extra key. Zealous. What would I rather have? 6% speed or crit chance? Let's go with speed. Awesome. Okay, let's throw this in there. Most useful thing here is the obsidian shield. I think I'm going to replace this if I can roll it well. So, we'll put these in here. We're going to go and make ourselves our next melee weapon. And we need a few things. I don't even know if I have enough to make it, to be honest. We need vines. We need jungle spores. And we need stingers. And blue. So now we make the blade of grass. And now we make the light's bane. Now we go and pay a visit to the corruption. So this is where I was talking about 1 or 2 videos ago, maybe the last video. I love the volcano. It's powerful, it's huge, it feels impactful. I love the volcano. But it's not the current, technically best melee weapon. That would belongs to the Knight's Edge. And what you do is you make the demonic, you get the demonic Muramasa, get the Blade of Grass, you get the Lightsbane, and you get Volcano, and then you can make the Knight's Edge. Mine rolled not bad. I'll take it. But yeah, I don't know. It's not as strong, but it's fast, and I think that's where it gets off as the better. I don't know. Sometime my item is so full. You put items in chest, get some space. I guess that's not the worst thing, you know, because then you can come back and get it later. But I just mean in general, when you're out looting, like, I hate working my way to a chest only to find that it's already been looted. I hate it. Alright, goblin friend. You've been stealing from me. More or less stealing. Like, How about? Well, shoot. I do want to. Yeah, we're doing it. I'm gonna replace the Intrepid, Brisk. One defense is not gonna be good enough, my friend. Come on. Ah! Hate this goblin. Jerk. Asshole. I'm gonna have to spend some time offline farming up some stuff. Some money. Alright. Now, to the most exciting part of the entire game. I'm going to hell, and I am building an extremely long platform. Oh. I think we'll build some houses, though, for some NPCs first. We'll do it right here. Needs to get legendary from a volcano sword. It's hard to get from an edge, yeah. And the goblin steals all my money, so I'm not getting anything. Alright, this should be far enough. Not gonna make this one too precise. As long as it gets the job done. Mm-hmm. 95 gold coins, still not getting something good. Yeah. Goblin's a jerk. Me and the goblin are not friends. Alright, let's make some houses. Coffee break here. So tasty. Some people might spend a lot of time finding goblin, but I just found by chance without even trying. Yeah, my trick for finding him is just go to the mushroom biome. It's always the earliest, like longest and flattest spot you can find. Just run back and forth. But for this mode, like, I need to find him ASAP because I need certain things from him. I need the warding and everything else. So he's really high on my priority list. I don't know if I'm gonna put anybody else down here right now. Okay. Hi. You should be my first victim of the Night's Edge. Ooh, that could have been slightly dangerous right there. Glad I saw that. So, this arena, I'll start making it now. But I assure you I'm going to build it offline. And hopefully not die. My biggest fear of building this platform is if a voodoo demon spawns and wall of flesh summons before I'm ready. Because you cannot magic mirror out. If you try to magic mirror out, you're done. If that happens, I'll probably Alt F4 the game and hope that works. Because it's game over at that point. You know, if I don't have an arena built, I lose. So that's my greatest fear. But it's going to take me a long time because I have to use the water bolt really successfully. I need to build not only the ground, but also a flat ceiling for the water bolt to bounce off of. So, but I'll build the bottom platform first to kind of help safeguard against voodoo demons. So, also, in expert mode, when you kill fire slimes, they burst into lava. So, ever so often, make a hole, just like this. And that way it'll drain out. Alright, well, this is going to be a whole lot of just me building a long-ass platform, so... let's see here. So, to talk about some other stuff, kind of what we were talking about before, my brother and I, if you end up not going and listening to our podcast, we're going to be playing Borderlands 4, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We plan to stream the entire thing. So, and we're going to play... He'll be home around 2 o'clock on Friday, and we'll start then. And we will play till midnight, 11 o'clock, maybe something in the morning, like, you know, something in the AM. We'll go to bed for a few hours, and then we'll wake up, and we're going to play probably 12 to 15 hours straight. And again, I want to stream pretty much the entire thing, if not the entire thing. So, if you're interested in joining us for that one, definitely set a reminder. Ah, it still got me. But during our game, you know, we'll mostly be talking about the game, but as we always do, we always ask these prompt questions, and I'm sure we'll do that. So there'll be a lot of fun things to chat about and interact with. Oh, shit. Since I use Terra Spark boots before fighting Wall of Flesh, so slime's not a problem for me. Sure. Just nice to not have to have the lava pooling. Good way you can make money is once you get the shadow key, come down and open all these bad boys up. a couple gold every time you open one easily. Man, this is gonna be a rough arena. I can already, unless it improves, like this is not a good start. They're really crowded. Think about a good Wall of Flesh arena. You want it just tall enough where like all three of his eyeballs fit, that he's not going over. That way the water bolt can really easily do its thing. Yeah, so we're really excited about Borderlands, and we really hope everybody will join, because it's going to be a long session, so it'd be nice to have people to chat with and kind of interact with our questions and just what happens in the game. I know long ago when Classic first released, I streamed myself playing that forever, and made a lot of fun to have a bunch of people with us. Oh! It's my first time touching lava. I don't like it. Not one bit. That scares me. Jerk. Cleared that up. Yeah, I hope you'll be there, man. You know, the more the merrier. So it's gonna be fun. Like me and him, it's us playing a game that long. I'm sure it's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be funny as hell. So it'll be wildly inappropriate. Unfortunately, our jokes tend to go a little too far, but they are quite. It gets pretty funny. So it'll be fun. Oh, I thought maybe one of those was a voodoo. Oh my god. But in terms of time difference, I mean, we're going to be streaming all day long. Like, I'm sure you'll be able to find time to join us. If not for the whole thing, at least parts of it. And then at least on Mondays, we plan to do our kind of like our podcast. We uploaded it, our first one yesterday. And we plan to do something similar on Monday. So if you're here on Monday, unfortunately, I know the time difference. That's going to start at 2 o'clock, our time central. Oh, I meant to switch my freaking sword and I fell in. Oof, my heart can't take it. Yeah, this arena, unfortunately, will not have... That is terrifying. That's a close. That's woo. That is the closest we've come to death, man. I'm telling you that Shield of Cthulhu is great, but sometimes. So while we always have the magic mirror ready to go. Jesus Christ. Yeah, me and him, our jokes are usually just get a little bit like, neither one of us is sexist or racist or hateful, but we like things that are funny, and sometimes just pushing it is we just go places. We say things that, of course, we don't mean, but they're still funny. We'll try to, censor it, but, stuff might just kind of come out. God damn it, that was the closest I've come to death by far. That was terrifying. Hate lava. Man, how did I even go into that thing? That was crazy. I literally slipped through blocks because of my Shield of Cthulhu, and I couldn't get out. Oh god, no. The goal is to try to catch the doll. If it falls through even one of those holes, it's game over. Hmm. You don't have to create a new world. So create a graveyard biome using a bunch of headstones, and if you need to die over and over again, just do so. But create a graveyard biome somewhere, and build a house within the graveyard biome, and have the druid live there, and she'll start selling the seeds of the opposite of whatever your world is. So if it's corruption, she'll sell you the crimson seeds. And then you can go somewhere. I prefer to go underground and build an underground crimson biome by just spreading those seeds on dirt and whatnot. So, but you do not need to start a new world. And this is also how you get like all the fish and that you need from Crimson. That is super dangerous. Alright, I'm going to desummon these guys. And I'm going to see if I can let this guy in. Come on, dude. Oh. A big ass freaking tower. One fun thing to do, and I'm sorry I'm so quiet, I'm just like really focused on building this and not falling into lava. One fun thing to do is like with fishing, if you want to complete the fishing achievement, it gets really annoying, but what you can do is build biomes in different places, you know, build your mushroom, hollow, your desert, your blah, 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 blah. But, and I'm not going to explain it really, you just have to go look it up, but you can build like dual biomes, you know, biomes that count as both. Kind of like the corruption desert. So you can build, you know, various biomes, so that way you can actually fish from the same location to get multiple, you know, quest rewards from the fishing guy. It's a whole lot of lava down there, buddy. Well, I'll tell you this. In expert mode, you can probably still get away with it, but I wouldn't recommend it. Master mode, no, you're going to be needing to fish. Fishing gives you some of the best buff potion items, such as like the endurance potion, 10% reduced damage. There's the wrath potion, which is 10% increased damage. There's the rage potion, which is like more crit chance or more damage. There's it starts with a V. You get it from the jungle. It increases your summon by 1. Fishing gives you a lot of good stuff. So it gives you all the items you need to build like the cell phone if you want such a thing, even though it's not super required by any means. But some of the best buff potions by far come from fishing. And with fishing, it's something like you could actually theoretically beat the entire game with just items you get from fishing. You could actually get some really good weapons, and there's some actually pickaxes you can get that are pretty decent. But there's summoning items, magic items, melee, all sorts of goodies. So fishing is very, very useful. I think I'm just going to build upward, running into too much lava. But yeah, so for fishing though, make your you can make the best thing to do is just make your own fishing biomes or places. Eesh, that's we're not gonna dig through all that. Oh, I thought that was lava. Shit. Yeah, you'll find an expert mode though. Like it starts to it gets harder, you know, and if you're struggling on a boss, it's most likely because you don't have the proper stuff. You don't have the proper weapons or armor, or buffs, you know? At that point, like, oh shit. Two lava slimes below and a voodoo demon on top? Come on now. But you probably don't have the proper stuff. Because buff potions make a huge freaking difference. If you're not going to farm for, like, burgers from Eater of Souls, like, plant pumpkin seeds and get pumpkin pie. Especially if you're not fishing. Eat my water bolt! But yeah, you'll notice if you're not fishing and getting all the potions, you'll feel it. You'll feel the difficulty start to peak with like the mechanical bosses right away. So build proper arenas, get your buff potions. You know, properly get reforges from the goblin, or you're gonna struggle. Expert's not hard if you do what you're supposed to do. Normal, you can do whatever you want. I could beat the whole damn game with probably a musket. But not an expert. Maybe that'll be our next challenge. Expert with just a musket. I know someone beat normal, I think. I don't think they did expert. I think they beat normal with a copper short sword. Which is kind of crazy. Running a potion, let's go to the underworld and break the pot. There's you can get quite a few potions from these down here for sure, but not everything. You can't get like the summoning potion. You're not going to get endurance. You're not going to get any of those. I didn't even mention life force potion, which is it increases your health by like 10% or something like that. It's the only way of getting your health truly maxed out. So, because when you have 400 health with heart containers and another 100 from life fruit, then you can get an additional 100 from the life force potion. And I'm telling you, like, individually, meh, none of it matters, but altogether, it's such a difference in terms of survivability. Oh god, no. Man, they scare me every damn time. But yeah, either way, that's my advice is going to be for that is if you're struggling and you're having a hard time with mechanical bosses or whatever else, it's your potions. It's your reforges, it's, you know, something like that. makes such a difference. Wow, another shadow box. You know, these shadow boxes are not very common on this map. I really shouldn't have these imps out fighting. They could accidentally kill a voodoo demon. Oh, shoot. You can actually, here's a life force, so increase max life by 20%. So you can get them, I didn't know you could actually get them from these chests down here. But that's not enough, you know? You're going to need lots of these. I guess in expert mode, I probably wouldn't bother with the life force, because you have to fish in the hollow to get the prismites or whatever. And I'm overfishing already, so I probably wouldn't get them in expert. But in hardcore and master mode, you're damn right I will be. I'm not leaving anything up to chance. One thing I wish, it's nice in Calamity. They added a bunch of extra bosses, and several actually in the underworld. And like you beat Wall of Flesh with like a platform, but then later on you kind of have to expand on your arena down here for other bosses. And I really like that, because in regular Terraria, once you beat Wall of Flesh, you really don't have to come back here. Yeah, there's really not much down here to you know, it's such a big biome, and you never have to come back. So, but in Calamity, you're constantly, I think there's like 3 or 4 more bosses down here that you have to deal with. All I need is Berserker Glove. I will give a try on Mechanical Boss. No potions? Good luck. If you don't have an arena and you don't have potions, you're gonna go splat. What I can't wait to get is my freaking wings. It's the first thing I'll do when I get into hard mode is probably go for my wings. The Weirvin is the easiest thing to fight ever. Alright, that's good. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Hey, an obsidian rose. You know, I never really make my boots past what I have. Rare. I'm gonna do it for this, but rarely I do. My brother's usually one that builds our boots for us. I build an arena before I get into pre-hard mode. Yeah, I don't normal mode really, or even an expert normally, but or even a master. But in this, like, everything has to be done before I get to hard mode. If I go into hard mode underprepared, and a mechanical box spawns. I mean, I think I can go underground to avoid it, perhaps, but I don't remember if I can or not. I imagine they do despawn if I go underground. Oh, I thought you were a mimic coming at me, dude. That's another thing. Mimics? Oh my god. That's a terrifying thing. They're always a pain in the ass. They do so much damage. Hmm. How long is this platform? God, I feel like I've been doing this forever, and yet I barely made any progress. So much stuff to chisel away. And then, like I said, when I'm done with this, I'm not done. I have to make an, flatten out the top. At least I'll have some more money to go and donate to the goblin. I have thought about building the star cannon to take on Wall of Flesh. It's the best gun, the best weapon by far. You can use the star cannon to beat, like, shit. All the way through Plantera, star cannon's good. I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to do that for Wall of Flesh. I guess it depends how many stars I have. I really wouldn't feel comfortable doing it unless I had, like, I don't know, 200 to 300. Fucking Shield of Cthulhu. Legendary mode. Oh, master mode. Yeah, it is. I always build a statue room. Master's hard, man. Master is truly like, it's very difficult. It is insane, actually. Anybody that tells you it's easy is lying to you. And that's where you truly have to build, not just an arena, but like a very specific arena or a bigger, like Queen Bee, you have to build a large arena. Plantera, oh my god, you have to chisel out such a wide area. All these bosses, you can't just half-ass it. But that's what I like. I like the meticulous thing about it, because it makes earning those statues feel really, really good. And I always build a really nice statue room to celebrate my victories. Alright, well, we're getting kind of close to the end, and building this arena is not the most exciting thing in the world. So, I think I'll loot these chests, sell some stuff, and deposit all my crap into the things up top. I think that's gonna do it for today's little session. And I'll continue building that arena offline, because it's not something people want to most likely see. Ooh, Hellwing bow, huh? Let's see what we're keeping. Yeah, you need a room. Maybe I'll if I can I'll swap around in maps before I leave, and maybe I can find one that I've like a statue room that I've built. Let me deposit a couple of these items here. Hellwing bow is actually pretty damn good, to be honest. Maybe I'll switch to that. There we go. 61 gold. Alright, that'll do it for this. Here, let me hop around my other maps with not my main character there. Actually, this is a really cool map. I'll show you this one. This is one where I actually played on Journey, and I wanted to collect, kind of collect everything while building really neat rooms. So this kind of was my trophy room. I haven't dolled it up, but I wanted to build every single set with all the weapons and stuff around them. So this has been a little project of mine. But this is my forest home. Here, let's go visit my aquarium slash zoo. I like to collect all the little critters. Yeah, let's go on a little tour. You can see all my nice stuff. This isn't the one where I have a cool trophy room, but it's actually the map that I built some really neat houses. There's one I built a whole underground tavern. It looks really cool. This is one I haven't built yet though. But the jungle, I enjoy. These are not my best works. I've done better, but I'm here, so I'll show it off. My little jungle one with an above ground deal. Let's go to the desert. Desert's pretty cool. Got these like shifting sands underground thing. Little cactusy one. I'm very proud of my ocean one. Like I said, this is not my best. This is my first attempt at doing stuff like this, so I'm proud of what I built back then. I like my hollow, if this is what I think it was. Try to go like a kind of a Vikings thing. I don't know what the hell this was. Little ice tower. It's kind of homo. Don't like it. But this one I did really well on, I think. I love this bridge. This needs some work, but it inspired later stuff. I love my bridge, though. And the mushroom biome, I just built an above ground mushroom. It's funny, I haven't seen this in a while. Alright, let me go look around at my other maps here. Or we're just going to get stuck on saving world data. Thank you. I had a better one somewhere. I just need to figure out where it was. I'm wondering... No, I wonder if I did it on Tmod Loader. I might have. I think I did. I even built a golf course and stuff. So... go back on a normal character. Let me look around here. Fuck this. That was so hard. Gotta have. These are some old maps. Let me just check. I don't know about this one. No, this is not a... This wasn't one I did much on. Yeah, I'm wondering if I built some really cool things. I wonder if that was on a... I wonder if that was on just a Tmod. Oh, oh no, that's... I think that might be the one I just play so many different damn maps. Yeah, I had one that was a really cool. I think it was in Tmod, to be honest. I don't want to load it up right now, but it was in Tmod loader, pretty sure. Yeah, this one I didn't do anything special in. But I had like built like golf courses and a bunch of cool things. Let's look at this one. Huh. I play this game too damn much. Yeah, I didn't make this special. Nope. I would think I would have done it on Journey mode, because I usually don't build fancy shit unless I'm on Journey. I know it wasn't that long ago. I will say that the worst thing ever, I think it was, no, it's a Journey mode map. I think it's this one. Yeah, so this map, so I did the, like, the legendary, like, get fixed boy, seed, and I put it on Journey mode just so I could, put it on master mode, and then, take this and put it up to times 10 spawn. And my only goal of this whole game, because in this mode you start in hell, my only goal was just to get to the surface. And it took me so long. It's so hard. If you've never played the like get fixed boy thing, it is insanely difficult. Journey mode times 10 spawn, just getting to the top of the map is so freaking hard. So, I mean, now that I have like endgame stuff and whatnot, or this isn't the character I use on this map by any means, but I made it to the surface and I beat Aya Cthulhu. But this is how I had to do it. I had to build this shaft with walls, and it wasn't that bad most of the time. What made it hard was the jungle. This has been a long time since I played this, but it was the jungle. Because all the man-eaters would come in from the sides, and there'd be like 20 of the bastards. And it was so hard to get through them. And these things right here, when you break in this one, I believe they have a chance of dropping like dynamite on you. But yeah, just getting to the surface, man. Insanely difficult. But the way I beat Aya Cthulhu up here was actually this train track. So it actually worked out very well for fighting her. So it's not here. I think it'll start going up here in a second. Or is this not the one I used? I know I used something to... Maybe I have it built somewhere else above or something, because it goes up and down. Yeah, this is just the one I built for transportation, because the bottom is so unsafe. Yeah, I built this minecart that would just zigzag and kind of go around. And it was built in such a way to kind of, you know, avoid Aya Cthulhu's attacks. Good God, I put a lot of work into this. Let's see what's below. I don't even remember. I know the whole surface is basically nothing but lava and massive eater of souls. Yeah, one thing I recommend when you could do it in master mode, you could do it in normal, you could do it in expert, whatever, but make a journey mode character in a journey world and just go in, and the only settings you should change are just the spawn rate. Set the spawn to times 10. I personally like doing it in master mode. It is so hard. You have to tunnel everywhere you go. You cannot just simply walk around on the surface. Oh, this is a map we never got into. Started and never played. I'm actually going to delete this one at some point. Let's see. Yeah, so many times we get started and then we stop playing. Purify the whole world. I didn't even get to that point, man. It starts like that at the beginning of the game, and I only had one boss down. So, for the worthy, hardcore, summons, skyblock. A lot of these are older. I can't find ones I've done. Kind of wanted to find where I did the times 10 and all the tunnels that I made with like lava on top to kill some of the enemies. But all right, so that's gonna do it for now. Gonna go get some lunch. I'll most likely be back on in about an hour or so. Depends what my brother and I are gonna do. I might just stream some PUBG or who knows. We'll see. So, but just to really recap, I'll be on again tomorrow at 11, like normal. My brother and I did a podcast yesterday where we talked about Borderlands 4 and a few other things. Definitely go check that on the channel. Other than that, my big thing right now is I just launched a Kickstarter for a card game I'm developing. Definitely go check that out if you don't mind. It's in the description. Become a backer or, share it on social media, whatever you got to do. I would really appreciate it. So, but beyond that, I will catch you guys at here in about an hour or so. And you have a good night. Hope to see you tomorrow. So.